Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Rachel Reeves has got a problem with what she's calling blockers, the blockers to growth, as she's describing them. And it's those within the party that are objecting to her plans, mainly, of course, in the form of airport extensions and things, and expansions. But she says that this ideology, she's saying, is stopping her from growing the economy, which is a joke because every policy she's had has absolutely damaged the economy. The only thing she's ever said that's got any hope of working is the expansion of the airports. But what do you do? What she's done is being seen by many on both sides of the argument as an attack on the environmentalism pledges that Labour have made, in particular, of course, Miliband, but also encountering resistance from Sadiq Khan as well. Now, these are all very senior, insane members of the Labour Party, or seemingly insane at the very least. But it goes up, if it comes to fights within the cabinet, all is not well at the heart of Labour. And so you have these two big figures, the Chancellor and Miliband, facing off like rabid dogs over their own strange ideology. On one hand, you've got a woman who's actively destroying the country while trying to build it up. On the other hand, you've got a man who wants to bring us back to pre-fire civilization. Strange mix. None of which, of course, will help the people of Britain. We will be collateral damage in this fight. But she believes that by appealing to the wider party, as she puts it, she can win her case. I don't think it works like that. It's not a jury. You've got to appeal emotionally. Hey, boys, do you still want a job in 4.5 years' time? That's what it is. But she's looking to, first of all, water. And this is where it gets troublesome, I think. Not for her, for others, is that she plans to water down environmental plans or environmentalism as a concept even within the Labour Party, use influence, use argument to weaken the stance, still push towards it, but at a slower, less encompassing rate, saying we need time to adapt to new technologies and things like that. And so using what could be argued as a reasoned debate to slow, to step back, to ease the transition. She's also, of course, got the big guns. She's in charge of the purse. If these people want to do something, these people need the money. She could always cut their funding. She could choke off the money supply to the various departments unless they slow down and obey her requests. And of course, as Chancellor, she's got that power to do it. The only person who can say otherwise is Stam. But he's in such a precarious position. He really is on the horns of a dilemma. Because if he stands there and criticises or reverses the decision of his Chancellor, she would have no option but to resign. It would weaken him. He would be gone very soon. Or he backs her. In which case he's going to alienate those of the more green ideologies, which weakens him. That's his dilemma. Damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. He won't know which way to jump. She's got him over the barrel, and it is fairly good. Mind you, he'd probably like it over the barrel. But she's going to, this week, officially back the third runway at Heathrow, and she has fired warning shots to those thinking of objecting to it. And certainly Khan is coming to heel. He's been reminded that he doesn't actually have the monies available to fight it, and that if he did fight it, he'd be going against the Prime Minister of his own party, which means that selection for mayor next time would probably mean someone else and not Sadiq Khan. There's also the fact that as mayor, he does rely on funding from central government, funding that the Chancellor could, at a whim, slice off half, say, making him look inefficient. I mean, he is inefficient, but it would make him look worse than he is. But she was on the TV earlier today. She was talking with Trevor Phillips, if I can get the word out, on Sky. And she said that she was going to be making announcements on new policies with regards to growth and building this week. Didn't sort of formalise the time, or there may be several announcements. Nobody knows. She wasn't very clear. Like so many of her policies, I don't think she really knows what the details are. She's got vague, overarching ideals, but nothing commitment, nothing concrete, nothing detailed, nothing specific. But she did later on the BBC say that the third runway, and in her words, would be going ahead. That's very good of her, the way that she can talk about that and override local planning and things. Dearie me. Nobody knows. They haven't even put a budget out for it yet, and they certainly haven't got quotes. So who knows if it's going to be going ahead or not. But she's saying it is, so she'll look foolish when it doesn't, if it doesn't. Miliband was forced to say that he was thinking about quitting. And he insisted that even if the third runway goes ahead, he's not going to quit because, needs the money. The Miliband family, yes, greedy, grasping people. Money, money, money. No principles. None at all. None whatsoever. But, of course, that third runway at Heathrow would go against everything he stands for, would humiliate him. But I think when it comes to that, he'll be willingly humiliated if he's earning enough money. Sad, isn't it? But decisions, he said, or that she said, sorry, decisions on this that were made by previous ministers do not affect her. She's coming in blank, fresh and new, and she's been making announcements not only about Heathrow, but about Gatwick, Luton, and any other airports, which she's never said before, but which many are reading as being Manchester in order to keep Andy Burnham happy. So, because nobody wants Andy Burnham to come back to Parliament, or nobody in the current Labour Party anyway. Because they know that he'll challenge for leadership. When I say nobody, I mean nobody at the top. There's plenty of backbenchers that wouldn't mind him back. But it's just one of those things that she thinks is going to be marvellous and brilliant and grow the economy. It's a good thing. I don't think it'll grow the economy more than she's already destroying it. She might hit some kind of stasis. But with the economy where it is, it'll be a much lower level, a much smaller economy. And more job losses are being announced each and every day. And just wait till the 6th of April when, boom, the job losses accelerate because, hey, cost of employing people goes up with national insurance. Everything's in the future with her, isn't it? The good and the bad. It's just the ugly that we've got now. Thanks very much. Bye.